So for today, I'd like to talk about the power of forgiveness. So there was a time that I was healing from a breakup that I had with a boyfriend, and I was amazed at the amount of grief that I experienced, especially because I was the one that initiated the breakup, and I could not understand why I felt as low as I did. I mean, I felt really, really low. But what was more important was I felt victimized. There were certain things he promised that were broken. There were certain things that I thought would happen that were broken. And thing after thing that he had promised, or situations that were supposed to happen that didn't, made me feel abandoned and victimized. And I had a conversation during my healing where I was having a hard time letting go, which is a whole other thing that I'm going to share with you, how you can let go of certain situations, places, or things that can help you heal and move on to a much bigger you, more powerful you. But for today, let's focus on forgiveness. I had gotten off the phone with him, and I was just a mess. I was crying and I just couldn't contain myself. I was in the car talking, and I had at that point been living at a friend's house while I was searching for an apartment to live in. And I just looked up, closed my eyes, and I was like, please show me how to forgive him. I can't hold this anger in me anymore. I also was judging myself because I was like, well, I'm learning all of these powerful stuff, but I don't know how to practice them, which is a whole, again, other thing that I'm going to share with you. It's a journey, and don't ever, ever judge yourself while going through the journey. Just enjoy it. The journey goes up and down. There's no road that's straight. There's always bumps in the road, and that's part of the journey. That's part of the fun. And so I went inside, and I went into my room. I turned on the TV, and there was an author that I'm sure a lot of you know, Wayne Dyer, talking to Immaculée. She wrote a book called Left to Tell, and this woman had gone through the Rwandan Holocaust in a little tiny bathroom with 7 other women, hearing right outside the bathroom people searching for them and trying to kill them. And at the end of the Holocaust, she went and forgave and sent love to the killer of her family. And just as I turned on the TV, she was describing how she came to forgive the killer of her family, or the killers of her family. But there was one particular person that really went out of his way to kill as many people in her particular family, and she forgave him completely. And I just turned off the TV, and I was like, wow, thank you. So it was an affirmation for me that I really need to forgive. If this woman can kill somebody who killed hundreds of people with his hands, then perhaps I can kill someone who didn't keep all his promises. The next day, I was in Barnes & Noble waiting to speak to somebody, and smack on one of the tables was her book. And just for the fun of it, I close my eyes and I say, let me see what I need to read in order to heal. And right there was a chapter on forgiveness. And my jaw just dropped, and I said, thank you. So here's the exercise that I'm going to give you to do to really help you let go and unload that heavy burden that you're holding on to in not forgiving that person or those people. What you do is take a pen and paper, and I prefer this as opposed to the computer, but if you feel better on the computer, go ahead and do the computer. As long as you start writing, it doesn't really matter how it's done. And the reason why I like pen and paper is because you kind of feel it. It's a little bit more authentic. You can also do it in your bed where you can maybe feel a bit safer, you know, have some pillows and tissues maybe nearby. And you might have to do this exercise a few times, and that's okay. You can do it once and it might do the trick, or you can do it 10 times. And you can do it also with each person that you feel you need to let go and forgive. And there's no judgment as to how many people you feel this towards. And start by writing what it is you feel about them. What kind of wrong has this person done? Start writing your story out. Write it out in any way you feel, any kind of negativity. Just put it out on paper. And then when you're done, start your forgiveness. And the way you do that is by looking for one or more blessings that came out of that situation. And I'm sure you can find some blessings in the most traumatic situations. It might be as simple as new thoughts came up, I have a better understanding about life. I have a deeper understanding about relationships. I have a deeper understanding about health. I mean, there's so many different things that when we go through struggles, they're really tools to help us awaken to a new way of life. It helps us grow. It helps us, become more of our authentic self. So struggles are not bad. We're just labeling our life situation as bad, or those specific life situations as bad. And once you do the letter, just sit down and notice how your body feels. Does it feel lighter? Does it feel heavier? Just notice how it feels. Notice what emotions come up, and notice where in your body the emotions are. And see if you could just let it go. And again, you might have to do this exercise more than once, and that's okay. And please let me know how that goes for you. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you have any questions with it, please share them with me, and I'd love to help you with it.